Every school has ghost stories. In the United States, children whisper about Bloody Mary. In Japan, it's a Nako-san. In Latin America, it's La Llorona. But there's another legend, one that travels across borders, from classroom to classroom, dorm to dorm. A spirit said to haunt schools at night, the ghost teacher in red heels. They call her Madame Koi Koi. Her story is whispered in every school, but no one speaks of her for long. The silence is too chilling, the fear too real. Her presence is felt in the silence. You hear her heels, koi, koi, and then you know she's near. She was once a teacher, stylish, elegant, terrifying. Students spoke of her with a sense of dread. She always wore her favorite red high heels. The sound of them striking the floor was unforgettable. Koi, koi, koi. Her elegance hit a cruel heart. She ruled the classroom with an iron fist. Sharp slaps, harsh words, endless humiliation. Her punishments were swift, her gaze unyielding, and no one dared to cross her. She was feared, and that fear kept her in control. It began with whispers, a soft sound barely audible in the dead of night, a shadow in the corner of a classroom. But soon, the whispers became something more. The footsteps grew louder. Koi, koi. Students lying in bed at night heard it, the unmistakable sound of heels echoing down the hallways. Koi, koi, getting closer, each step sending a jolt of terror into their hearts. Some students hid under their blankets, praying it would stop. Others, filled with terror and curiosity, dared to look out. The first victim was Mark. He was the first to witness her in full. Alone in the dorm, he heard the footsteps. He thought it was a teacher coming to check on them. But when he looked, he saw her, tall, pale, dressed in red heels, her eyes glowing with an eerie light, and she was smiling at him, a smile that promised something worse than death. And then she vanished into the shadows, leaving only the echo of her heels behind. Then the whispers began, soft at first, but soon louder and more frequent. "Come here," they would say. "I'm waiting." The students couldn't escape the whispers. Some thought it was just a dream, but as the whispers grew louder, they knew it was her. And as they laid in bed, unable to sleep, the sound of heels echoed closer and closer. Koi, koi. As the days passed, the story spread. Madame Koi Koi's presence grew stronger. It was no longer just a rumor. It was real. One by one, students began to vanish. No trace, no explanation, just a faint sound of heels in the distance. Every school had its rules, but Madame Koi Koi made her own rules, and anyone who didn't follow them was never seen again. And the first rule was always the same: never walk alone at night. Some students had already learned this lesson the hard way. Others laughed it off, believing it was just another myth, another story to scare the newcomers. But those who dismissed the warning soon learned the price of their ignorance. They say that if you hear her footsteps behind you, you must not look back. If you do, it's already too late. Student 1, frantic, whispering, "Did you hear that? I swear I heard footsteps behind us. We're not alone." Student 2, nervously, "No, it's nothing. Just a teacher. Probably. Let's keep walking." Some students survived the encounter, but they were never the same. They could feel the weight of Madame Koi Koi's eyes on them, even when they were alone. The second rule: never answer when you hear your name whispered in the dark. If you answer, you are marked. Forever. Sarah, a student from the upperclassmen dorm, heard her name one night. At first, she thought it was just a trick of the wind. But then she heard it again, clearer this time. "Sarah, come here." The voice was cold, distant, like a whisper from the grave. Sarah, whispering to herself, terrified, "It's just my imagination, it has to be. But why does it feel so real?" Sarah looked back, and in that instant, her life changed forever. She vanished, just like that. Her bed empty, her clothes untouched, the door left ajar. The sound of heels echoing down the hallway. Then came the whispers. Students spoke of hearing her voice in the dark. Soft, low, seductive, It wasn't just in the hallways anymore. It wasn't just confined to the classrooms. Madame Koi Koi's curse had spread, and now it was everywhere. Her whispers filled the night air. Students walking home alone would hear her calling their names. At first, they thought it was a friend, a classmate. But when they turned, no one was there. Student 1 whispering, "Did you hear that? Someone's calling my name, but no one's here." Student 2 gripping them, "Don't look. It's her. It's Madame Koi Koi. Don't answer. Once you're marked, she will come for you. Her heels will follow you. Koi Koi, and you will never escape her." Madame Koi Koi's curse isn't bound by borders. Her legend spreads across the world, moving from country to country. In America, she's known as the Lady in Red. In Japan, Hanako-san waits in the school bathrooms. In Europe, the White Lady roams dark corridors. But all of them are her. All of them are Madame Koi Koi. Every school, no matter the continent, is haunted by her presence. And the fear? It's universal. Her heels click in the dark in schools worldwide. And when you hear them, you know she's there. No one is safe. No one can escape. Madame Koi Koi follows you wherever you go. Some students survive Madame Koi Koi's curse, but they're never the same. They carry the mark, and it follows them, haunting their every move. The sound of heels koi koi echoing in their minds. Peter, one of the survivors, recalls how the sound of heels never left him. Even after he left the school, he would hear it, in the dead of night, in the middle of the day, always there. Koi koi. The mark of Madame Koi Koi is forever. It never fades. Tonight, she may come for you. If you hear her footsteps, know this. She is already near. She waits for you to look. She waits for you to answer. And when you do, if you hear the heels, koi koi, don't look back, because she is already standing behind you. Tonight could be the night. You could hear the footsteps. You could feel the cold, the whisper in the dark. And when you turn, she will be there. Don't turn. Don't look. If you do, Madame Koi Koi will claim you. The curse continues. Madame Koi Koi's footsteps will follow you wherever you go. Her heels will echo in your mind night and day. You can't escape her. You can't outrun the sound of those heels. The silence that follows her footsteps. It lingers in the halls, in the classrooms, and in the hearts of the students who have seen her. After her steps fade away, you're left with an eerie quiet, the kind of quiet that makes your skin crawl. You stand there, alone in the dark, wondering if she's really gone or she's still watching, waiting for the right moment. This silence isn't just a lack of sound. It's something more. It's the weight of her presence hanging in the air. You can feel her watching you, even when you can't hear her. Every creak of the floorboards, every gust of wind to the cracked windows, it all feels like a sign, a warning that she's still here, just beyond the edge of your vision. And in the moments when you think the curse is over, when you think you're safe, that's when it gets worse. Because the moment you hear those footsteps again, you know it's her. You know Madame Koi Koi is coming, and this time she's not going to leave you alone. Some students have described it as if the air itself becomes colder when she's near. You can feel it on the back of your neck, a chill running down your spine, and then you hear the unmistakable sound of her heels. Koi Koi. It echoes in your mind, even when you close your eyes. It follows you, haunts you, and then just when you think it's over, it starts again. Different. She's not just a legend. She's a presence, a force that refuses to be ignored. And once you've felt her presence, once you've heard her footsteps, you will never forget. Students who hear those footsteps know they are marked, but they don't realize the true cost. The curse isn't just about disappearing. It's about the way she takes over your mind, your thoughts. You start hearing her footsteps in your dreams, in your waking moments. The sound of heels tapping on the floor follows you wherever you go. Eyes on you. She leaves her mark. It's not just a physical mark, but a psychological one. Her presence becomes a part of you, a shadow that lingers no matter where you go. You hear her heels in the quiet moments of your life. You hear them when you're alone, when you think you're safe. Imagine it. You're sitting in your room, working late. You're back to the door, the faint sound of your pen scratching the paper. Then you hear it. A faint koi koi. It's distant at first, but it's getting closer. The hairs on the back of your neck stand up. You turn around, but there's nothing there. Nothing except the growing sound of her heels. Koi koi, getting closer, closer, until you can feel her breath on your neck. Just the footsteps. It's the way she fills your thoughts, your every waking moment. When you hear those footsteps, when you feel that cold air brushing against your skin, you know she's coming. She's always watching. You can't escape it. You can't outrun the sound of her heels. Once she marks you, Madame Koi Koi will never let you go. Every encounter with Madame Koi Koi is different, yet the same. Her presence feels the same, chilling, suffocating, and relentless. Once you cross her path, you cannot escape. Her footsteps follow you, haunting your every move. But there's a final encounter waiting for you, the one that will truly seal your fate. Some say that the final encounter happens when you least expect it, when you're the most vulnerable. Others say it happens when you've made the ultimate mistake, when you've dared to look back, when you've answered her call. When that moment comes, you'll know. You'll know it's her. You'll hear her heels before you see her. And when you turn, she'll be there, standing right behind you. It's too late to run. It's too late to scream. Once she has you in her grip, she will never let you go. You'll feel her touch, cold and unyielding, as she pulls you into the darkness with her. The final encounter is always the same. Madame Koi Koi will come for you, and when she does, you will disappear, like the others, a part of her curse, a part of her endless hunger. The curse doesn't end when you disappear. It doesn't end when Madame Koi Koi claims you. Her footsteps never stop. The whispers never fade. They stay with you, like an echo that never dies. And her red heels, Koi Koi, they follow you everywhere, even beyond the grave. Some say that after you're gone, she still watches you, in your dreams, in the dark corners of your mind. You'll hear her heels, always. Her presence will be with you forever. Madame Koi Koi's curse is eternal. It's not just a story. It's a truth that will follow you, just as it followed every student who ever heard the sound of those red heels. She will come for you, just as she's come for all the others. She's always watching. And when you hear those footsteps, when you hear Koi in the darkness, you'll know it's too late. The curse of Madame Koi Koi never ends. She is eternal. She waits. She watches. And she will find you no matter where you are. Her footsteps will never stop, and neither will her curse.